Hello, this is Ray from explorerray.com. This is day 2 of my test on setup and gear for street photography. And today was the aim of the test, just to try how does a Canon 5D Mark III with a 70-200 ISL 2.8 lens work when shooting in an urban environment. This is my thoughts on the subject. Let me just put it away. It's quite big. I've been using this camera for like over a year now. I had it all over the world, and it's my favorite camera. It's no doubt about it. The lens is big, and the major difference between this and shooting with like the D810, which I shot with yesterday, was that I feel very comfortable shooting with it. It's very easy, it's very nice. I know what it produces. What I was interested in was how would people react when I did street photography with such a big lens, because I know many purists and so on, they say that, okay, yeah, you can shoot street photography with a big telelens, you can get Cartier Bresson, decisive moment from 2 kilometers away, of course, but that's kind of cheating, or what I should say. I maybe disagree. The thing is that the 70-200 is a very versatile focal length. Anybody who uses it knows that. You can get a lot closer to subjects you don't want necessarily to approach. And that was also true today. I just went from my office and down to my hotel today and took some back alleys and went a little bit astray. Just try to find something I can shoot and some people to shoot at. Maybe it has to do with this being a day. We are in the afternoon, people are ready for work, they don't react all that much. I have my camera, I put it on f.63 or f8 or something like that, and I just was ready to just snap images. And I tried to snap some nice images, and I'll probably post a couple of them on my blog, but they didn't seem to mind all that much. The nice thing is that you get the feeling that people think you are a professional, and maybe you are, and maybe I am. I'm not quite sure at times, but but I think that maybe the nicest thing about having this setup here, or something equivalent, is that you look professional, and people like professional people. And let me just share 2 little stories from earlier this year, which kind of like emphasize that. First off, I was in Africa. Like half a year ago, I was in South Africa, magnificent journey, and I got to talk with a very famous travel photographer, and he was with us on the tour, and he said that, okay, in some place in the world, it actually is nice to actually look the part, actually look like a pro, and this is because they don't mind, because you're at work, and people appreciate a person being at work, and you have to use your gear. So when you're in, like, especially poor countries and so on, and you come with a big camera and you ask politely, can I take a photo? They will often say yes. And this is my experience, but the problem is that if you come with a small camera and you just point it in the face and you put up an automatic flash and you clearly show you're a tourist, it doesn't work. People don't like you, because would you like to have a camera shown in your face and just because they want it for their own amusement, kind of thing. That is the first thing. The second story, I was in Munich 3-4 weeks ago with some friends, and we have been in one of, for those who haven't been to the Oktoberfest in Munich, it's a fantastic experience, and it's very, very big. It's very big, and it's lots and lots of people. And one of the main attractions is that they have so-called party telt or festzelts, which they call it. And basically they are large halls made for like 5, 6 to 10,000 people sitting down, eating and drinking. And but you have to be very early to get into one of those places. We didn't know this. We were a group of 10 friends who had a reunion there, and we came a little bit late. So we got sitting out, and we got seats outside. Later in the evening, we wanted to go in and see we wanted to go inside and see how the party was progressing inside. And they said, okay, that's fine, no problem. And we were 2 friends who, me and another friend, we went from our table and we went to the guard and asked, can we go inside? And he went first. And he just had this small point and shoot. And he said, okay, you can go in, one at a time. I brought exactly this setup with me, with purpose. I took this camera, and he looked at it, and he said, okay, just walk inside, you're from a paper, you're a paparazzi or something like that. He was like, okay, just walk inside. And when I got inside, people didn't mind me photoing them, because people come up to me and they were like, oh, can I see the picture you took of me? And oh, can you what newspaper are you from? Are you paparazzi and so on? And that, I think, is maybe the best argument for using large equipment for like this type of large equipment, a full-frame camera with a battery grip and a large lens, even with the lens cap and so on, is actually that people automatically assumes that you are something there for work, and people who are in such places kind of respect people who are at work, and they like to get their shots taken, they like the thought of being put in the paper and in a blog or something like that, and that's kind of the feeling. But of course, a word of caution, I never dare to go very, very close and have this type of gear and taking pictures without asking. That you should never do. Always ask if you are unsure, but if you're taken from a crowd or a specific situation or something like this, a little bit of reach can be very, very nice. So, this is day 2. And the next day, that will be my Fuji X100S, which is the 35 equivalent mirrorless, more or equal compact style camera. That will be my last test. And until then, I'll see you. Have a good day. Bye.